Welcome everybody to today's episode of It's a Match. Today we have the pleasure to have with us Carlo Ressler, who is a member of the European Parliament, where he is among else Vice President of the Special Committee on Artificial Intelligence. Let's go.
Hello, and thank you for the invitation. So, let's start.
Let's go.
Oh, come on.
Almost.
You're a serious player.
I'm trying.
I really haven't played it for ages.
Me neither. I think it must have been 14, 15, something like this last time.
Yeah. We're playing strong defense.
Okay, we started losing. Sorry, just a second.
Ha!
Gosh. Okay, so you won, so this means that we will get an informal question. Do you have a favorite bit of Croatian culture? Anything? Music, literature?
I mean, it's really such a diverse country because you have this continental part that is culturally really different than the coastal part, but I mean, I really love everything. I was born and raised there. I'm from Zagreb, from the capital, which is somewhere in between of the country, and where all these different cultural influences really come together. But I mean, if I have to choose something, I really love Dubrovnik because it's a special city, and I mean, there is a reason why this is one of the most popular touristic destinations in the world.
Yeah, totally agree. I love Dubrovnik. Okay, so wait. Oh.
Ha! That was fast.
Very fast. Okay, so again, but you have to make me score a little bit, otherwise it will be all fun, no politics.
We can change sides.
That's a funny one. Do you worry about robots taking over the world?
I don't think it will really happen soon in a way that we will meet and greet robots on the streets, but to be honest, when you look already now how fast things are evolving, you can see that smart algorithms are really not taking over the world, but they are everywhere, even when we are not completely aware of it. And we'll have to get used to it and have to be flexible in a way, that we'll have to cooperate and understand that we will change as well with using all those smart modern technologies that we have already now.
We already changed, I guess.
Yeah.
Compared to previous generations. Ball is not moving much.
You scored!
I scored, you're right. Okay, so you're a member of the European Parliament's delegation for relations with the People's Republic of China. What do you think should be the EU's priority toward China now?
I think that it's quite evident to everyone who is following what's happening that China really cannot be ignored anymore, and you can see that throughout Europe as well. It's a global player that is becoming more and more assertive, at least, so to say, and we will have to have some kind of common European strategy. That's what's happening. I would say that here EPP has a quite normal, realistic, balanced approach that really takes China as it is. It's a society, a country that has really completely opposite worldviews and views of the society and how it should be organized, and we do have in Europe, and we should definitely not shy away from what Europe really is in our relations with China, but at the same time we should have that dialogue open and try to get as much as we can, but at the same time really not be overly naive.
Good answer. Very good. Wait, I cannot even catch it. Okay, you're a member of the European Parliament's Budget Committee also. What major developments should people know about 2022?
Well, the first thing to know about budget is that it's not so dry and technical as it seems at first. I mean, that was, to be honest, even my impression when I was choosing the committees, but it's really one of the most important committees in the parliament because it is in the end deciding where the limited resources, money should go. And regardless of all our political declarations and priorities, as we call them before the elections, in the end, the only real thing where you see what are the priorities of any organizations, and that's the case for the European Union as well, is in the budget, in the really way how you spend these resources. So next year, you can expect throughout Europe the unprecedented package of investments that is funded by the European money, European funds. But not any investments, but really investments mostly in green and digital transitions. That is really something that's important throughout Europe. But important part of this is to try to decrease the differences that do exist still between different member states. So I would say that the use of the European funds will be different throughout Europe this year, but I would say that in totality, it will really help us to change, it will help us to transform, and it will help us to be more ready and flexible for a really different new world in which we are living in.
And let's, as you said, with the limited resources,
yeah,
because
that's always
budget
important.
Is always
and,
very limited.
Yeah. Now I'm having problems as well.
Like that?
Were you thinking about doing it maybe with more people? Like with...
2 against 2?
Yeah.
Mean? Yeah, that's an idea.
I mean, an interview as well, but...
So interviewing 2 people,
yeah,
and 2 of us on the other side.
Yeah. Oh!
Yes!
You scored. 3-3 now, right?
Yeah, so it's going better. Well, okay,
more or less.
Let's say you 2-4. You are the vice chair of the European Parliament Special Committee on Artificial Intelligence in the Digital Age. How is this committee improving the lives of European citizens?
So we touched a bit on that with the question on
the
robots, but so the name of the committee is AIDA, and it sounds so fancy, but in essence its main job is to try to make a plan, or at least some kind of guidelines for dealing with the artificial intelligence, but with digital transformation in general, because artificial intelligence is this central technology that is leading that new industrial revolution, and it's quite evident that already now it's influencing our labor markets, national security, educational programs, and because of that it's important that we as Europeans continue with our unique European model that is somewhere between the 2 extremes. One which is having completely individualistic but also profit-focused approach on one side, and then on the other side some kind of collectivistic societies and ideas that are basically using that new technology, artificial intelligence, namely, for control. And we want to really maintain our approach, which is human-centered, but which at the same time is trying to give the opportunity to European companies to remain and be innovative and competitive on the world stage, because we really understand that in the field of artificial intelligence there is that technological race, global technological race around. So the idea of AIDA is to help and to lead that from the European Parliament's point of view.
And to keep a balance between the 2 priorities.
Yes,
EPP specialty, no? Okay, we have the last one.
So that's the deciding one.
Yeah. Okay, so we decided that a goal against this. But it's...
No,
okay,
no, I don't think that's fair. We have to do another one, yeah.
Very nice of you.
But I think you are better than Nathan.
No,
Yeah, no, it seems so, really.
No, again! I think
The final one,
there's some imbalance. It's much twisted like that. No, this was
maybe now it's okay.
fair and square. well played. Thank you.
Thank you.
You scored. Funny question. Any particular hobbies?
Hobbies. Not so much time for hobbies, unfortunately. I mean, I love sports, not only like this, but hiking, walking, football, sailing in the summer at the Adriatic. But with 3 kids at home and me traveling from Brussels to Zagreb every week, that's a bit difficult and a luxury, so that's not always possible. But I try to use the time for my family, for nice weekend walks or things that my kids want to do. But basically that's it, unfortunately, at this point of my life.
That's a very frequent answer. I don't have much time for hobbies between MEPs. For those who think that MEPs don't work hard, I think they're much hard working than most national parliaments.
No, I think that the biggest difference is this dynamic of traveling. So if I travel every week, if I come here on Monday and then come back home on Thursday evening, then there's just not much time for free time. Yeah. But Friday is reserved for more or less meetings and then weekend for family.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.